Zabit, you know exactly what I expect. I need you to fight hard, I want you to fight clean. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, now's the time. God bless.
Mark Goddard has given the final instructions. We are just about set for this main event. Calvin Kаттar, he is a plus 240 underdog against the favourite, Zabit Magomedsharippov at minus 300. A maximum 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division for this main event. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Dave and Buster's. If you need a reminder, Kаттar in the blue, Zabit in the grey. Look out for the boxing of Kаттar and the very fluid, unorthodox and creative striking of Magomedsharippov.
Double jabs and inside low kicks to start with Zabit. Switches to southpaw, maybe opens up the body kick for him.
This main event is only 3 rounds. Magomedsharipov's team decided to make that call. It wasn't discussed with him.
Ooh. And that's one of the weapons. Kаттar has a beautiful right hand straight down the middle.
Well, Kаттar spoke about the style of Zabit and said he does all the stuff that my coach would tell me off for if I was to do that in the octagon. He says basics win rounds, and that's what he's sticking to.
There's that long jab, too. Really twists his whole body into it, which sets up his right hand even better. Because he's turned into it.
And he does a good job of covering himself as he's throwing the jab as well. You see everything's very tight. You know, he guards the left side of his chin with his left shoulder, and the right side of his chin is tucked behind his hand. So it allows him to push himself into range without feeling like he's at too much risk. Then he can uncork that right hand over the top. There it is.
I saw a really nice analysis of Kattar's boxing by Brendan Dorman. He really highlighted a few nuances, particularly the way that he goes to the body and how he does so without the risk that a lot of people normally do. But he's going to need to have his wits about him tonight.
Nice. That was lovely. A double jab, step through to southpaw through the right hand over the top. Good head movement by Kаттar.
Yeah, and he's staying very calm in there, not getting overwhelmed by the fancy stuff that Zabit is capable of doing. But you see right there, Zabit's also capable of just standing in there and trading with you in a boxing range as well.
But that Chris Fishgold versus Kаттar fight just showed me how good Kаттar was at being under fire, but still being able to make offensive decisions as well as covering.
Yes.
And not putting himself at risk. It was incredible stuff.
Confidence in his guard. You know, he can keep his eyes open because he knows his guard's there, so he can watch for opportunities.
Oh. Big uppercut just missed there from Kаттar.
Something chatting to Mark Henry last week in New York. He said that they've got to nullify the jab of Kаттar. They know that that's the most dangerous weapon because everything's bolted onto the top of it. You can see how he's trying to... Oh, nice front kick. You can see how Kattar's trying to pry it through the guard of Zabit. But there's so much variety coming back in his direction. It's difficult for him to start his rhythm yet. Kicks, switch stances, long punches as well from Zabit. Uses his reach so well. Nice low kick.
Yeah. Beautiful low kick from Kаттar.
13 fight winning streak for Zabit. These fighters have both had the same number of visits to the octagon. Zabit takes away the base of Kаттar, and that step through so lovely.
Nice left hand there from Kаттar as Zabit was stepping in. I like that he's mixing in these leg kicks as well.
Zabit brought in former world champion Kermit Cintron and other boxers, brought a lot of value to his camp. Apparently we've only seen about 40% of Zabit's ability, he told us.
I was going to ask that. I forgot what the percentage was. That
yeah, very low, which is very exciting.
Nice.
See, I like how he switches, but when he switches, there's something out in front of you. You know, he's already throwing a punch and then switching.
Oh, off an elbow to body shot.
Nice counter coming back there from Kаттar.
Zabit already with a higher volume, higher output.
on is his range control, too, his distance control, because he's landing these kicks, moving, staying at distance, whereas for Calvin Kattar, he's got to get in closer, use his hand. Ooh, nice overhand right. These guys are trading. Oh, high knee.
And you know, for as dynamic as Kattar is, as Zabit is as a martial artist, he doesn't mind getting into a firefight, does he? I mean, there's no real reason for him to be standing in the pocket trading punches
nice
with
uppercut from
Kattar.
Kattar. Back fist. We're going to go on a short break. Back in 30 seconds.
Kind of shrugged it off.
All right, well, we're ready for round number 2. Give us some more. That was great in the first, and they get straight to work. The number 11 versus the number 5 in the featherweight division. The title is being contested very soon. Max Holloway and Alex Volkanovski.
We saw a lovely exchange of combinations at the end of that round as well. Both of these guys have got a lot to offer in the boxing range.
Oh, we can hear Kattar's support base being heard here, led by his mum, no doubt.
Kick comes up the centre for Kattar. A little bit smothered though, Zabit standing so close to him. At a range that I wasn't expecting Zabit to be fighting from.
I thought we'd have some takedowns mixed in at this point as well.
Well, he has 26 takedowns, which is the same as Frankie Edgar, so he's doing some serious numbers already.
Who he also said is his favourite training partner. You can imagine the pace that those two guys set in a sparring session.
It'd be like a couple of squirrels in just wrestling practice, wouldn't it? Oh, look at the setups.
It's in those moments where you see Zabit move, you can't help but kind of freeze up for a moment, try and figure out what's coming in your direction.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because Kattar speaks about reactions. He said, if I have to think I'm too slow, I've just got to react to everything.
Yeah, but in MMA, that's the thing in MMA. You can't react to everything. There's always a target open somewhere, and Zabit has such diversity to his game that, you know, you cover your head and your body and he's going to attack a leg.
Let's open up the corner audio on the blue side for Calvin Kattar, New England Cartel, Rob Font, and Coach Tyson.
Yes, stick. Follow the cross now, follow the cross. Yes. Let's get our jab going, come on. You can't throw enough jabs, Calvin. You can't throw enough jabs. Keep feinting, please, keep feinting. Let's get back to our jab, Calvin. Yes. Bring your feet, bring your feet. 1, 2, 2.
So Mark Henry was right when he spoke to you about the jab, Dan. Definitely going to be the weapon that they have to look out for.
And I do wonder whether that's why they're trying to stand so close to him, because Kattar's got such a long jab. I wonder whether they think by smothering the jab it's going to make him hesitant to throw it a little. Because he likes that double jab pump right hand, and he needs a little distance for that.
Space, for sure. First takedown attempt there from Zabit. Good defense from Kattar, but you could tell Zabit wasn't overly committed to it. Just kind of feeling it out, putting it out there. Let's see what happens.
I'd love to be able to know inside the mind of Zabit, because look at that, straight onto the back.
That's his trick.
Lovely control there, but great work by Kattar getting back to his feet. Beautiful work.
Yeah, well, this is a high-level contest, ladies and gentlemen.
I also got the impression, speaking to Kattar earlier this week, that he feels like the longer this fight goes, the more effective he can be against Zabit.
Yeah, but here we are with what? A minute and a half. Round 2. The numbers all Zabit.
Doubled the strikes of Kattar so far.
Well, I mean, I am impressed with that takedown defense from Calvin Kattar.
Nice right hand over the top. And a jab to follow. Check the inside low kick.
It's just hard to get numbers going on a guy like Zabit with the movement and the diversity of attacks that he's going to hit you with.
Yeah, and he's doubling up the volume of Kattar at the moment. 27 to 52 for Zabit. It's significant.
And the footwork and defense of Kattar's holding up, and I do feel like he's starting to gain some momentum here.
Oof.
That was a nice left hook from Zabit. Frying with that jab.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And when you consider all of the other guys from Dagestan that we've seen this evening, none of them fight like Zabit. He is an anomaly.
Nobody fights like Zabit, not unless you're watching Crouching Tiger.
Well, he's a kung fu guy, right? He's a wushu sambo guy. And we have one champion who possesses a similar skill set, which doesn't quite have the wrestling just yet.
That movement from Zabit right by the left hook.
Hey! Quality shots.
This third round is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. Third and final round in this featherweight matchup. Oh, exchange of jabs. Oh, that one went low.
Calvin, no cornering. No, come with me. Zabit, away. Come here, my friend. Come here. You got time. Look at me. You okay? All right.
Let's go.
He's good to go.
Messing. Oof.
And he's also going to feel like he wants to keep pressure on Zabit. This might be his round to make a difference.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give any breaks. Even if it's for a cup shot of his own.
See again, that defense inside.
Oh, that body shot is a thing of beauty.
Look at the head movement of Zabit.
The work with those pro boxers, I would love to have seen that.
Yeah, they must have wondered what was going on.
Both of these fighters look like they're enjoying them, so what a challenge to be presented to one another.
Nice kicks. Kattar. He's just got to try to find a way to get into his range and get his hands going a little bit.
Oh.
Some playfulness and some feints from Zabit here. Feint in a spin. See, he's threatening something spectacular, but I also feel like this is his opportunity to get some air in his lungs. We've got Kattar really pushing forward here.
Oh, big right hand by Kattar.
But he's not cutting him off.
No,
he's got to try to cut him off instead of chasing him around.
Looking at the significant strikes on your screen, you can see that Zabit is running away with it at the moment, but Kattar's doing his very best to try and catch up. Both of these guys just make their job effortless.
Fake spin to a hook.
Inside, outside on that lead leg of Kattar as well. Now he goes for the takedown, denied.
But I'm telling you, I think a lot of these takedown attempts from Zabit are just
putting it in there. Yeah.
Because the next thing he did was pump fake and come up with an uppercut to a hook. I can't believe we're in the third round of this fight already.
I know, right? I'm disappointed we don't have two more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. And I would like to really see what...
Nice body shot from Kattar.
Calvin Kattar with this pressure now. He's getting hit. And Zabit is with him. But what would two more rounds be?
Well, this will be the question if we get to the decision. Is, you know, what would two more rounds do for Kattar?
Nice uppercut. Oh, he's turning it on. He's got 2 minutes. Zabit has been in control up to this point.
Kattar's feeding in those Boston hammers.
When he starts landing, there's something different about his punches.
Oh, he's going searching. He's got to get that footwork working if he wants to cut off that octagon.
Nice
body shot.
Oh. Does Zabit need to stand here now?
But I hope he does.
He's been doing it since the first round, and I think we've all been surprised at the eagerness to fight in boxing range with Kattar. Kattar's going to be calling for this over 5 rounds if we get a decision.
120 left. Oh,
beautiful uppercut.
Some big shots are landing for Keita.
And that was a good read from him because he's been seeing Zabit bob and weave and slip under a lot of his punches.
Flashes of that Shane Burgos fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing of beauty.
Yeah, that uppercut's coming clean now as well. You can see Zabit leans heavy forward to try and avoid the jab. He's slipping to the outside of the jab. Keita's coming up the center channel.
Oh, he took a risk. Zabit read it.
Back of that head, one side back of that head, please.
And Keita is just coming forward with as much as he can off of his back here. 30 seconds left.
Strikes have evened up. Keita's actually now running away. We've got 87, 90 strikes to Keita for 80 for Zabit.
They're not as significant, however.
No, this is
his best.
A lot of it, yes, here. But hey, props to Captain Kаттar for working off his back the way he is right now.
Yeah, last few seconds now of this electrifying featherweight contest.
The crowd are on their feet. What a great fight that was.
Great stuff. Two fantastic mixed martial artists, and we will see the judges' scorecards. With Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision from Dagestan, Russia, Zabit.